Welcome to Myrtle Beach Eats and Beyond, the show where a local foodie, that's me, attempts to parlay a passion for delicious eats into a useful video guide for other locals and tourists attempting to answer the age-old question, where should we eat in Myrtle Beach? Don't worry, I've got you covered. With me on this journey are my three progeny, that's them, who also love to experience new eating emporiums, raising them up right. We'll also be exploring fun, family-friendly activities and showing you the ins and outs, the do's and don'ts, the lowdowns and hoedowns of where to shop, play, stop, and stay. If you're lucky, I might even cook for you. And if that's not enough to convince you to subscribe, just know that once a week, I am completely wrecking my diet to bring you this content. Now, I'm not saying that you should feel guilty about that in any way, but I'm just saying you should subscribe. So, I don't know how many of you out there have spontaneously uprooted your lives and moved 900 miles across the country to a state you've never been to with only what you could fit in the car around your 3 kids, but that's what the year 2020 brought for me. So if that's you too, hi, I feel you. If you've ever been in that spot, maybe, like me, you've also had to adjust from the grocery store chain you shopped at literally your whole life to entirely new chains you've never been inside. I'll be honest, I moved in a bit of a rush, and where to shop for food was pretty low on my priority list. When I first got to the state, I just popped into a local Walmart and found mostly familiar products. But when I moved to the Myrtle Beach area, I was suddenly awash with supermarket options. In fact, when we first arrived in our neighborhood, we drove through a spot with 2 huge markets right across the street from each other. My head was spinning a little, not knowing exactly where to shop or even where to start. I'd heard of Publix and Kroger, but had never been in one. I'd never heard of Food Lion or Bi-Lo, which I did shop at once before it closed earlier this year. And I was confused about the difference between the Walmarts I was used to back home and the Walmart neighborhood markets I saw popping up here as frequently as La Cucaracha. The only thing I knew about Piggly Wiggly was movie references I'd heard growing up.
I am Pleasant. Damn it! I just saw Drum Eaton this morning at the Piggly Wiggly and I smiled.
And the only thing I knew about Lowe's was sheetrock. No, not that Lowe's. This Lowe's. And more specifically, this Lowe's. So by now, I've checked them all out, and I think I have a pretty good handle on the situation. But if you are new to Myrtle Beach, or if you're just visiting, you might still have questions. So this is for you, and today, it's all about Lowe's. Lowe's Foods was established in the year 1954 with its flagship store in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Rapid growth in subsequent decades led to acquisitions in 1984, 1987, and in 2000, an acquisition of 13 Hannaford stores, a chain with which I'm very familiar. Today, Lowe's operates nearly 100 stores throughout the Carolinas, some of which also include a fueling station. Their deep roots here in South Carolina and nearby North Carolina mean that they have a deep commitment to serving this area with pride. In fact, that commitment to growing community and weaving in local into everything they do is apparent everywhere you look, even at the registers, where each lane is named for nearby streets within that store's immediate community. From Pawleys Island to Murrells Inlet to Myrtle Beach and Little River right at the border, we have a total of 4 Lowe's Foods locations at the time of this filming, with additional nearby locations along the coast crossing into North Carolina. In 2013, the same year my first sweet baby girl was born, Lowe's Foods was busy hatching some babies of their own as they began a transformation of their stores with the intent to create a more distinctive grocery shopping experience. The kind of experience that makes grocery shopping not only more enjoyable, but almost like a destination unto itself. Even as you arrive into the parking lot, you can tell things here are a little bit different. Where else do the carriage corrals look like an elegant cottage complete with planter boxes? At the front door, you'll have that welcoming feeling from the rocking chairs that look as at home here at Lowe's Foods as they would at home on your front porch. And just look at those adorable kitty picnic tables. Walking through the store, you can see that they've achieved their goal quite beautifully. I see the store as something of an understated carnival, a modern-day kind of market square, complete with distinctive shops where various delights can be acquired. The chicken kitchen, serving up hot and ready chicken dishes, is always crowded and wildly popular. If you stand there long enough, you might be treated to a short performance by that chicken hanging over your head. Sausage Works, the Cakery, The Beer Den, Smokehouse, Spice Bazaar, and the incredible deli offer so many options to delight the senses.
Look at all the cheeses!
You might actually get a little overwhelmed at first. It's okay, just take your time and explore one at a time. Even the produce section here is special. I remember how delighted I was my very first visit when I discovered pick your own herbs with real herbs rooted and growing live and fresh in the store. Such an incredible concept. Our favorite thing about Lowe's Foods is the amazing salad bar. It's one of 2 wonderful grocery store salad bars we have pinpointed nearby after searching high and low, as salad is an integral part of our daily lives. So wherever we roam across the globe, we always go looking for our salad bar Shangri-La. Rest in peace, Ruby Tuesday's Garden Bar. We'll always miss you. Nothing makes our eyes sparkle more than the ability to arrange an assortment of colorful produce into the perfect personal creation, as undeniably unique as each member of our family. If I let them eat it every day, they surely would.
Salad is literally so pretty. I love it, and it's gonna taste so good.
Their vision through their transformation was, we bring community back to the table. And they mean that literally, not just figuratively. The community table is an event right in stores where local families are invited to share fresh-made recipe events, cooking classes taught by local chefs, as well as local farmers, wineries, and small businesses bringing in some of their very best to sample and share. Chocolate tastings and crafting with my babies sounds right up my alley. The community table is also meant to carry the history and story of its community, and by that I mean that each of the actual physical tables is handcrafted out of reclaimed wood from old barns, factories, train stations, and other special places found throughout the South. Like most stores in a post-COVID world, Lowe's Foods also offers a shop online to go service. Unlike most stores, however, Lowe's Foods is actually a pioneer in this realm and has been offering grocery pickup service for the last 20 years. They're also shopping for you, like you, and in their words, they are picky about produce and meticulous about meats, which is great because the thing I like least about grocery shop service is having someone else choose my produce for me. I always end up with mealy apples and puny lettuce heads. Stupid pinhead. There's a section for notes, so you can let them know how many bananas you like in a bunch and how ripe you want your avocados. And don't worry about the selection because the whole store is online for you to shop, not just limited items like some other stores do. With just a $4.95 personal shopper fee and no markup on store products, it's a very tiny price to pay to get back some valuable time when you're scheduled to the max or when your mobility is limited and you can use an extra hand. Just go online to shop.lowesfoods.com, shop your items, select your pickup time, and complete your order. Drive to the location you chose, park in one of these specifically designated to-go pickup spots, and wait for an attendant to load your groceries into the car. If you're housebound or maybe just house proud and want to stay there, you can always choose delivery for an additional fee. Well, that about sums things up for me. Fresh herbs, cute furniture, and amazing salad bar is all I really need in life. Check out your nearest location at lowesfoods.com and hurry on in to find out what might delight you the most.